Innovative. This is a TV production.
Welcome to Innovative Comedy. I'm Coolazzcam, and I'm here with the homies today, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey,
Yeah, I want to go around the table.
who we starting
We're going
with?
to you.
All right then.
Go.
Best option.
Let's do it.
Big
we
homie
got?
Stink up in this motherfucker.
Holla.
You always talking shit about eating groceries and don't eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can get it on what I'm on Instagram, Chat Snap, Bookface. I'm Stink. You know how I go.
Chat Snap.
Chat Snap.
Yeah, you know, it's Tony Grams.
The Grams.
I got a new page, Tony Grams Comedy. Just all one word, Tony Grams Comedy, TonyGramsComedy. And I'm getting all my followers up because they didn't booted me off. I don't know. I'll probably get my page back. It's like one of them little 2-day, 3-day kickoffs. Nothing major, so we in here.
Nigga, you on punishment.
Pretty much.
Right.
he in
Slap
the
on the
corner.
wrist.
I was talking back.
That nigga Tony's in the corner.
First of all, I'm happy. Innovative Comedy. Thank you for having me here. You know, Stynk and Tony, you know how much I admire and appreciate y'all
Yeah.
as comics and what you guys put on great shows. My name is Bileko Wissa Jr. That's only my African name. I haven't even told the rest of the other names. Do you want to hear the rest? You know, Stynk, let's do it. Bileko Wissa, Jean-Jacques Bill Wissa Jr. That is the name.
Baleko.
That's his name.
That is the name.
Baleko
It's a strong
a
name. It's a strong, powerful name.
A powerful name. Go
Very
on.
powerful name.
was a Aziza
was Aziza Wissa Jr.
Aziza was a
So
Junior.
two of
This
us.
nigga from Whoville.
He said it's two of us.
His name explains
He is junior, bro. He
When
said it's
did-
two of us.
I hate y'all
is
so
and
much.
was a junior.
I hate y'all so much. But y'all
like
can
that.
find me on IG, Facebook, just Bileko. You put my first name, I pop up. You won't miss the bald head and the smile. You won't miss it. Damn, I miss my hairline. Cause niggas don't know. Like
Man.
in like 06 when I had Waves and the Beg for Mercy CD and the Michi Montero, nigga was shitting on niggas.
Bag
Yo,
from
you ready,
Mercy.
honeycomb?
Real shit.
You ready
You
for
gotta go fire, right?
Man.
I was shitting on niggas, but now that I'm bald and I got this little Tupac beard,
You on now?
yeah, I'm on
See?
that.
Give him something to rub while you licking the coochie.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You want to live forever.
You gonna do it, man.
You
Have
lick.
to eat the groceries.
You have to lick the forbidden fruit.
It is a spring of life.
yeah.
It's a fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth.
The little man in the boat.
Wait, little man, who told you? Did Keith Shannon tell you? It was only once.
You know, some of your secrets has been leaked.
Yeah.
Some of the secrets.
Some of the secrets.
We said Balekio.
You can never
Goes hella low.
We're talking about
He just
baloney.
made up.
Wait,
a whole
say
I
name.
didn't say baloney till I
Right,
go.
right.
Hey, bro.
I'm
brought
gonna
him
keep
on
saying it till I
stage
get it
as
right.
baloney.
This time, fuck that
It's gonna
shit.
take years, don't worry.
Man, with these big ass lips. Them Balekio.
That's all you have to water and shit.
That's why I can't smoke roaches.
Man,
This shit burn me.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Stynk.
I stop right there.
Stynk.
Oh, I'm done.
How's everybody's week? What y'all's getting into through the
Man,
week
man.
shows?
Stynk, go ahead, Stynk.
I've been chilling, playing Black Ops, smoking weed.
This nigga said laying Black Ops.
This is on Call of Duty.
Yeah, smoking fools.
Man, I'm.
You there, burning the couch and shit.
Wait.
Oh shit! You know, 'cause you try to hold it in your lips and then you forget it's there.
I'm not.
That shit drop
Let
down.
it roll down your shirt.
Fuck.
I'm not of this world.
Shit roll down your
I
shirt,
don't smoke
you
any weed.
You don't?
No.
What the fuck is
It
wrong
hasn't
with
crossed
you?
over to Africa yet.
Oh, you gonna have to hit some weed in there.
Man.
Cause we be thinking you the police and shit.
Oh, no. Snitches get stitches.
See there, and he learned the cliches. Get this nigga a joint, please.
Get him an edible.
He got to do something today.
But look, but tattletales live well. I'm just kidding. 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 I'm just kidding.
6ix9ine up right now.
I'm just kidding.
6ix9ine is up right now.
Hey, I swear, it makes sense, but that's the first time I ever heard that one.
Hey, look, hey, Cam, I made it up like yesterday.
He literally just said that.
I was like, I thought of something.
That's
No.
Motherfuckers do be living shit. Like,
Nah, but
better than everybody.
But no, a serious no. I don't do anything like. Do not work with the man.
You never smoke weed?
Nah, because I hooped. But I was always terrified. See, my father died when I was 5.
I know plenty of hoopers that smoke weed.
Shit.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Because like, I didn't grow up around it, but like the family I grew up in was just like very like, you know.
Nobody around you smoked weed.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
Almost sounded like it.
No, like a fan, like in my household.
Oh, okay.
So like I never got into like that habit. But see, my issue is like when I drink, I like sweet drinks and I get like kind of wild and
Like
hectic.
margaritas and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of the same way. I don't like. I could do hard liquor,
You like
but
dark
I would
liquor?
rather.
Yeah.
I kind of graduate out of. I like whiskey now. I could do whiskey, but I could do like mixed drinks.
Yeah. See,
I prefer a mixed drink or whiskey.
Right.
I can't do dark liquor.
It's funny
no
'cause
more.
You
I be
like pink panties?
Nigga be.
No, but I like Hennessy. Like, see, you said
That's
whiskey.
what he's saying, huh?
I like
Hey,
Hennessy.
I ain't heard nobody drinking them in
Yeah.
years.
I'll whip
I
one
remember
up.
you get the little frozen pink lemonade in the
I'll
can.
put that hard ass lemonade out the can.
Yeah, the frozen shit. You gotta scrape it out.
You got bloop, like some ketchup
Oh,
back in the
them old
day.
ass
Hit the
shit.
bottom of that motherfucker.
See, but I rarely
that
drink
shit
that
in the blender.
because it tastes like juice, and if I drink it, I'll be at the club. I'll be talking to every girl. You know, like,
It depends on how much liquor you put in that
Be
motherfucker.
Superman.
Oh no, Superman. I remember one time I was at a club and I was talking to this girl. I was like, yo, I'm just trying to talk to you. My New York accent comes out of nowhere. It's like, yo, mom, I'm trying to talk to you. She's like, nigga, I'm not feeling you.
Oh damn,
I remember all my homeboys are like laughing.
your feelings was hurt.
Oh, my confidence was gone.
It's
See.
all.
What grade was that?
That was great, nigga. I was like 22.
Oh god damn.
I was in college. Nigga.
Yeah, I had to take a L.
Because I was in trade school.
It's all right. right.
Nigga.
That shit hurts sometimes.
It's super funny.
No, but like,
Depending on how many people's around.
no, I had all my cousins watching me. Like, look at this nigga right
How,
here.
well, so you from New York? Or you
No,
shoot
from
your
LA,
shot.
but I just like, you know,
had,
like
like,
New
moved
York.
out there, lived out there?
No. From LA, but I just, you know, like New York music. So like my little, because you know, like the comedy, you be doing like voices and shit like that. So I'd be like, yo, I
It's
wanted,
just like you acquire it.
yeah, I wanted to be Cam.
Oh shit.
You know, with the fur and
you
shit.
dip set out?
Oh, nigga, I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like after Pac, I was like,
Boy.
who can I look up to?
Hey, boy.
So
Right.
you had the little pink vest coat? No.
Pink vest coat.
Look,
Remember that shit?
I have a rap character named B Strokes. Nigga has the fur coat and everything.
Man, that
Oh,
sound like a
shit.
porn name.
B stroke.
It do sound-
Right.
I think
Okay,
it's a D-stroke.
Okay.
I think D-stroke is a porn star. Yeah.
I know a guy.
Anything with stroke in it. Porn name, bro.
What's wrong with you?
Different
I
stroke.
was swimming in the bars. That's what I was doing, swimming in the bars.
Man, look, I had a pole I came down sometime.
Oh man, but nah, like over the weekend, to answer the question, just comedy shows, and man, it's just comedy's dope, man. Because like, you know, we lost a year and a half on the stage,
Yeah.
but now we getting it back. We getting into a groove. Like that's why I'm very like when Tony hit me, it was like, yo, come do a podcast. I was like, I'm fucking with y'all because like people don't have to do shit for you on this earth.
Man.
So when niggas are like, yo, I got a stage for you, I fuck with you, I like your vibe, I want you to do my comedy, I'm like, yo, wherever you need me, if I can make the schedule on time, whatever I can do, I'll do it. Cause man, y'all giving me so much stage time. And the peak, like, nigga, I fucking love it. No, I just fucking look, cause the people like,
That crowd.
that crowd is real. That's how you get better. It don't matter, like whatever stage, like, oh nigga, wherever, nigga, I'll do it. Matter of fact, you know, I'm gonna do, Tony, if I ever follow you, I'm gonna do first 5 minutes like with your voice. Yeah, I'm Tony Graham. I'm 6'2", I wear 2 chains. Double up. And I smoke the gram. That's my last name.
And I'm on the gram.
I'm on the gram.
Tony motherfucking Graham.
That nigga sound like Whistler from Blade and shit.
This nigga done learned the characters.
God damn it, Blade. I'm
You're watching too many movies, nigga.
Man, I had a lot of
Tony
time.
be come with
Had a lot of time.
He be
on
come
my
with a movie. I be like, huh?
But just come out of nowhere.
So, Sam
No,
Elliott.
for real.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it, Sam
Like,
Elliott.
and not only
You know.
that, he remember the soundtracks to the movies too.
Yeah, because I'm from that was the
See?
era where you had to have every movie had a soundtrack, and the soundtrack had
And
to
who
be
was he
very
impersonating?
good.
Dick Van Dyke or
Best
somebody?
soundtrack. What's the best soundtrack movie for you?
From like a
Remember
hip
that
hop
shit?
movie?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Donahue.
Phil Donahue.
Yeah, I'm like, huh?
I say a hip hop movie soundtrack. Probably Don't Be a Menace was a good one. The Don't Be a Menace soundtrack.
I never heard that soundtrack.
That shit was low-key like dope as fuck. It had like Wu from Wu-Tang, West Coast shit. Like
it was a mixture.
It was a lot of it. It was all like it was that era like 96ish.
Yeah.
I like Above the Rim better.
I like Above
I'm about to say Above the Rim. I'm about to say Above the Rim.
Yeah.
I'm about to say Above the Rim.
Yeah.
And the Nutty Professor.
That one.
I like the
it
Nutty
had,
Professor soundtrack.
That's kind of a sleeper.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was gonna say that's where Jay-Z came out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was
All them motherfuckers.
all that Def Jam, that '96.
Yeah.
They all came.
They was like popping.
You know, it was a sleeper in Too Deep.
Yeah, that was a Jay Reed.
Jay Reed. Yo, when he found out you a
That
cop,
deep
Jay.
cover with Dr.
Nah,
Dre.
Jay
Snoop,
Reed.
huh?
He was so heartbroken, Tony. He was
Not Jay Reed. Not Jay Reed. Nah.
You a cop, Jay?
Nah, not Jay Reed.
You ain't no
They lying. They
motherfucking cop.
lying.
You was a sellout. LL was so broke.
What was that one
heartbroken.
called?
In Too Deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They said it was a true story too.
Yeah, the dude committed suicide, the police officer.
Oh, you really did?
In real life, yeah, he couldn't deal with it.
Damn.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
He really was in
He was really in it.
Because they said there are like real. They have real like.
That nigga was shooting real
courses,
bullets.
And they have real courses.
They showed that nigga murdering people.
They have real after like courses where it's that fly fucking with you. Yeah, it's like this motherfucker just popped in. They had that one day. He's like, I want to get on the show
that
too.
African shit.
He's like,
I'm used to it. We used to it. Oh, it's nothing.
Like, my people.
It's nothing.
He said my people.
It usually be me. Now it's you.
What is malaria?
What's East malaria?
Sit on his
I used to hear
eyelid.
that as a kid, never knew what it was. And they'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, I had to get a malaria shot before I went. And I'm like, what the fuck is malaria?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like some blood transfusion.
so it's
shit.
like another COVID.
Yeah.
It's that fly fucking with you.
It's fucking with you because you done asked two different people already.
I just keep seeing, because I keep seeing everybody do this. Like,
I was just positioned.
I'm just like, look, I'm like,
Oh, it's coming
so
for me
B,
next.
how long you been doing comedy out here?
I've been doing comedy 12, 13 years.
that's dope.
You
Yeah.
can tell too.
I appreciate it, but I think, like, no lie, I think probably the last 3 years is when I started to, like, you say not find your voice, but it's like I don't give a fuck. I know
You
who
felt
I am.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You just got comfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
it takes a while.
autopilot. pretty
Yeah. It takes a while because what happens is, let's say before I think I was started to like hit that groove or whatever. If you would have said bologna salami, I would have stuck to my material. But when you watch pros and
Make
you
it
start,
work.
Go off
for
for
you.
everything.
yeah, you got to be like, oh, you call me
Everything is-
bologna salami? They like it? Yeah, I'm bologna salami.
Yeah, it's
fuck
like-
stank.
it's-
Yeah.
You just go off of
Keep it
everything.
going.
Yeah, because you know what's funny? You're funny.
Yeah.
Your material second.
Yeah. Really
what I'm
though.
saying?
Really though, they gotta feel you.
They gotta feel you. That's why it's like, I think you guys can tell like the way I speak. I speak like I'm like pseudo corny, right? Like because I know
You
people-
enunciate.
I enunciate all my words. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I get the
I
same
can see
shit.
what
People
you're
be
saying. I see
like,
what
I
you're
like the
saying.
way you
Nah.
speak.
Right.
Okay.
But my heart, I'm a black man, right? But you know what I'm saying? Right? But like the reason why those people were fucking with me, even though we might have like different backgrounds, is because to black people it doesn't matter where you're from. Real means honesty.
Yeah.
So I wasn't running away from because if I would have came on something like, yeah, nigga, I got
Yeah.
money. No, this is $8, nigga. Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Go with that buzz.
Yeah, right.
Amazon.
But
Right.
you could tell the way you did your thing, it was professional and everything.
Yeah,
How
it was
you
solid.
how you
Thank you,
took
brother.
your time with everything. I was like,
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
and
it.
it was very interesting to watch. I was like,
It's-
this nigga doing his thing.
It's so weird because like timing plays a part too, right? Because let's say if you would have met me just 4 years ago, you would have had me on the show because they'd be like, "Oh, this nigga, he hasn't hit yet. He hasn't done enough." Because it's art. It's like getting a jump shot. You get that elbow in. You got to
Like,
keep.
this nigga fire.
Gotta
Right.
learn how to do
You
that
gotta,
wrist right.
You gotta yeah. So
Pop
it's like
that check.
So like 12, 13 years, but then I've been doing improv for 10.
That's dope.
So like you try to be like, I wanted to be Eddie Murphy growing up. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
it's not like you are, but I see the influence. I'll say
yeah.
that.
Oh no,
Like,
this dude, the man.
I guess I see it.
Because you know what
like, yeah.
happened when it coming to America? Remember when he said, "You boys from Africa, you guys used to flies or whatever." I had uncles like, "Why would he say that?" Like, nigga, that shit was
Like, nigga, you see the commercials?
Right.
Like,
just fruits and
They show the
berries.
little
he
kid,
got
like-
5
They show the
flies
kids
on
just
his
like-
eyelid.
I
One
used to-
blink.
I used
Blink,
to watch those
motherfucker.
commercials.
Yeah, he be like,
And as a-
Said that Eddie Griffin said that shit.
Maybe the way I think,
Blink,
but as a kid, I
Yes,
would
sir.
be like, why the fuck is it a cameraman? Like the dude doing the commercial is wearing a Rolex.
Right.
I used to think that as like an 8-year-old, like this nigga is like, he could like, he's asking us for 50 cents. But this nigga can literally just take his watch off and nigga
Just to pay for shit.
this whole village would be right.
Right.
It's like, But that's wild.
Yeah. Nah,
Why
you
would
don't
he
even
say
want to
that?
give them rice and shit.
Right. But here's
No utensils or nothing. They eat with their fingers.
Right.
Oh, that's how you eat the fufu.
Oh, the fufu. Oh,
I love fufu, nigga.
Oh, I gotta get you some kwanga. Kwanga's
Hold on. The what?
The fufu.
The fufu.
So it's like
sauce.
Yeah,
It ain't groceries.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Cam thought it was groceries. I could tell.
That's why you don't need a fork and a knife. You know.
Now you swirl your hand in the fufu.
If you can put your whole fist in there, then she
What is that?
got a bigger issue.
It's like
What
eating a
is that?
Jello cup with no spoon.
Oh, so it's like
What is the white shit?
This how black people from the country eat cornbread and greens.
with the
way.
with the left hand too.
And they
With the left hand.
When they say I'm gonna sop you up with a biscuit,
biscuit.
Like,
yeah, that's what they mean.
how you
Okay.
do it. Biscuit with
Let that
syrup,
bottom lip hang
cornbread
when
and
it
greens. All my
so-
family from Mississippi.
So think about it's like mashed potatoes.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like so
but
it's
it's
pretty
like
much.
Okay.
it's the texture.
But sometimes they put like farina or like
because it's
there's-
like flour.
yeah, it's like
and-
flour. So it's almost like
and
like
it's like
yeah.
a fluffy steam.
That's why it's like a
ball of
pasty,
dough.
like-
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you just pull it apart and dip.
Yeah.
That shit. It was a restaurant next door to me on Crenshaw and Pico when I grew up called Kook and Tanner's. And it was, man, we used to go there, like just walk out the apartment, they back. That shit was, I just remember I like the fufu more than anything.
Right.
I'd be
Oh,
eating
that's how you get those beer bellies. That
Yeah,
fufu
it
be,
just
man,
blow you the fuck
blow
up.
you the fuck up.
I was a little chubby
Yeah.
nigga too. Like that's why.
It was all right to
I was
me.
just like, nigga sitting at the table.
But
stuff.
it's like a supplement for not supplement, but a substitute for like rice.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
Exactly.
makes hella
Yeah,
sense.
so like
That
beans
makes
and like
sense.
the goat meat and all that other stuff
I used
are
to love
there.
that shit. Man.
Yeah,
That's what's in there?
No. You just
That's
eat,
what you
just
eat
eat
it
it
with.
with. You eat it with. So like
Yeah.
any other food, you'd be like, if you having like steak and potatoes, you'd be like, oh, give me the fufu, and then you get
it's
the water.
like-
The water you eat.
Yeah, they get a little saucer, a
Yeah.
little bowl of water, they'll dip
Yeah.
your fingers.
Oh, okay.
We
So
gotta
next time
get
we
out.
do, this, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna, like put the goats, and Cam's gonna be like,
fufu episode.
Cam's gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Where did this come from?
Right.
What are we doing?
The fufu episode.
How did we get here?
Yo, Cam, fun story. My cousin got married in D.C., right? So it's funny, you from Mississippi. Her
The family.
Really?
Is it, yeah.
But her husband's from Mississippi, so like, but his name's Martinez, right? So I walk up to them and I'm just like, I thought they were
That's funny
Dominican.
as hell.
No, I thought they were Dominican. I was like, me llamo es bologna salami. Me gusta Kobe Bryant y baloncesto. They're like, nah, can't fuck. We from Mississippi. I'm like, what the fuck's his name Martinez?
Yeah.
Like his mama just liked the name Martinez.
That's
or
it.
whatever.
This
That's
nigga straight
college.
country boy.
Right, so they went to the kitchen, right? And so now my aunts on our side, these are fucking Africans from the village. There's fucking goat head just right on the fucking day. And my mom is like cutting what do you call that? Cow stomach is like,
tripe.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're like, this goat, it ate very well. It didn't eat that much sand. It's easy to clean. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck am I?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's like chitlins
He's
and
a
shit.
man.
African
African chicken.
Yeah, that's African chitlins.
Bad. Nigga, you cannot.
chitlins.
I like
Yeah, I
chitlins.
can't stay in a house.
stand
You don't like
Chitlins
chitlins?
is
No, the
getting
smell, man. That smell.
I don't.
That shit linger for a week.
Yeah,
I ain't
for
eating
at
the
least a
smell,
week.
though.
At least 4 days.
It don't taste like it smells.
He said I don't eat the smell.
I don't eat the smell.
I've eaten
But
them,
the smell makes me not
and it's
wanna
not that
taste
I just exactly.
You don't like it? You don't like the texture?
I know that I've eaten them and they were good. But I'm just like, just whole mental, like, nigga, this is like some shit moves through this.
Right.
This is a vessel for shit.
Right,
And
a
we
vessel for shit.
And we just eating this
It's
shit.
all
But
right.
that's what we were like, that's what all we had left. Is
Right.
like on some-
Wait, all we had left was chitlins?
Well, I mean, it was look at everything that
Hey,
consists of
bruh.
soul food.
If
look
all
at
we
everything
got left is chitlins.
But look at everything that consists of soul food.
Yeah.
Pig feet,
Right.
pig tails, pig ears. They was eating pork chops and
Right,
pork, like
Pig
pork belly.
knuckles.
They was eating the good shit. We were eating the leftovers. So that's where the whole like shit like that shit comes in of like chitlins. That's like the fucking intestine. We were eating the trash
Yeah, you're supposed to
that
eat the
after
meat.
they cut up a pig. And it's just some people do it as a tradition too, like
Yeah.
for slavery and just the
Yeah.
ancestors to eat what they ate.
Right.
But I just kind of like I can respect and remember shit without eating shit.
Right.
Shit tubes. Shit
I can
tubes.
shit eat.
I just like it's just I remember my mom cooked some. I was in 3rd grade. My mom cooked some. She cleaned them. Because they used to sell unclean.
fuck
They don't
them up.
sell unclean no more.
No, they do.
Where?
They in the red bucket at Food
I
Flex.
thought those
Yeah,
still
they
say
still
clean.
sell them. You
Yeah.
gotta
I
soak
thought
them
it
in your
still said
sink.
clean. Yeah.
And, you know, all
Okay, I
that
thought
extra
they stopped
shit.
selling them for a minute.
Yeah.
But so the chitlins, I remember she cleaned them shits.
Yeah.
And then boiled them shits, and the house smelled like shit
Yo. Do
you
for
eat
about
eggs?
4 days.
I was
Do
smashing.
you eat eggs for breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, then there it is. Where
Well,
that
that
egg
is-
come from, Tony?
Shit out of a
Tony,
out
where
of
did
a
that egg
chicken
come
vagina.
from?
A chicken vagina.
Out by that booty hole.
I didn't think
did
chickens
the
had
fart
booty.
box.
No,
Hey,
no.
look, I'm gonna tell you this. I was smashing some chicken. Her mom made some chitlins. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
That shit stay
You
on your
broke up with her over
clothes.
the chili?
You stay on
Yeah,
your
I mean, like,
clothes.
That shit was on my school clothes for like 4 days.
All right, we're
residue.
going to the world. If you eat chitlins, leave your responses in the comments.
Yeah.
Don't
You
eat
broke
these
up
shits.
with her though because of the chitlins?
Well, I smashed a couple more times, but I was like, we can't
But you
do
were
it at
like,
the
this
house.
is it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
do
mama
it.
like chitlins a lot.
Oh man, the whole house. I was like, what? Because when you walk to the house, it hits you in the face like a punch. You're like,
Like
oh,
it smells
what
like
is
a
this?
dirty diaper or something.
Yo,
That's a stench.
That nigga said a dirty
It
shot.
just smells like
Yeah.
shit.
Yo.
Like a straight shit in there.
It's worse than that.
yo,
It is worse.
Like a
It's
chicken farm.
it's
It's like concentrated.
a
shit.
dumpster can on its last day of the week before it's supposed to get picked up, full of dirty diapers.
Oh,
That shit is horrible.
And baby ate rotten eggs.
And then they make cornbread with it and shit. Like,
yeah, corporate.
Put some hot sauce on it.
Right, yeah.
That's what you do.
Right.
Oh, some red russo on that shit.
And like I said, I ate it
Put
before.
it in his own
wasn't.
bowl.
It wasn't nasty,
Yeah.
but it was just
It
the
be in his
mental.
own bowl.
mental,
You got
that's
tea
right.
soaked
It gotta be
up.
separate. You can't let it touch nothing
Pick
else.
that nigga up like
Yeah.
that.
Hey, who said that? Gary Owens, I think, said that when he's like when he was married.
Stink did.
No, didn't he?
That
say-
shit'll soak up your cornbread, nigga. I
He
was mad.
he was
What you
like,
talking
he was
about?
like, I was at the family barbecue and they gave me chitlins and he was like, at first I didn't even want him to put them on my plate.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, and they put them on and I was like, oh God.
What am I gonna do?
And then he said the juice started to like run and then the juice just ran into everything else on my plate.
Yeah, them some
and he was like,
inconsiderate motherfuckers
he was
right
just
there.
like, he said,
That's the person that
he
can't
said,
make plates.
I just walked
He
away
knew.
like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's
You
just the
sop
whole
it
plate
up,
of
nigga.
shit. He said, I just dropped the whole plate in the
cornbread.
trash.
Just
He said, I
left
just dropped the whole plate in the trash and
Oh,
just kept
that's a
walking.
DP. That's a DP. That nigga gotta get DP. You throw the motherfucking
Now there's
trash.
just booty juice all over you.
Oh gosh, booty.
You got concentrated booty
right,
juice from
come
the
on.
tap.
So what's the definition of booty juice, Tom?
Water, shit water.
Yeah,
Shit water, the runoff of
Yeah.
shit.
He
the,
like
the
it.
runoff.
He's-
Out of them shit tubes.
He had it dripping down his chin before. That nigga in line like the
With some
motherfucker.
red rooster in it.
So you saying you ain't never ate chitlins?
No,
before?
I said I did, and
You
I did,
did.
and they weren't bad, but I just said I was like, it's the mental shit of like,
They weren't.
no, I'm like, that would be lying if I was like, nah,
And
that
he
was
ate groceries,
disgusting.
I'm telling you
it was
now.
like,
No, that's
So what did you think? It was just like you pictured it a soggy pork rind.
I mean, I looked at it, and it was like I just put the hot sauce, I put a little hot sauce on it, and I just ate it. It tastes the taste, but it's like just even though they're clean.
Oh, you
can
think
still,
you trying to ruin my appetite?
Not even.
Is that what you?
Stink said, I'm not giving it up.
I'll eat the motherfuckers right now. Why you talking that shit? Hey Tony, you need to taste these.
He just pulled out a red bucket out the trunk.
Stink
Like,
loves the hog.
I love it.
I got a warm,
Bacon is my favorite.
bucket of chitlins, nigga,
Huh?
just in the trunk.
Nah,
right
it be
now.
a cooler.
Either, huh?
You got a cooler.
He eat turkey burgers. That's why.
Yeah, I do eat a gang of turkey though. Like,
Hey, no, I fuck
love
with turkey.
I love turkey.
Turkey bacon.
Turkey ain't bad.
Yeah.
But I
You gotta
like
get the
that
right
bacon,
turkey
though.
bacon. The right the
Jenny O.
Nah, it's
You ain't
one
turkey
that's
bacon.
All right,
It's,
I got
they sell
something
it
for
out.
y'all.
That shit is like hickory.
Since y'all like
smoked.
turkey.
Oh yeah,
It's-
Hickory Farm.
Man.
Ground turkey. I don't eat all that. You know.
No. We got Thanksgiving coming up.
Oh holla.
So let's talk about this a little bit. How do y'all
Fuck
like
the
y'all turkey
Pilgrims.
cooked?
Beef
know-
jerky.
Turkey. How do
Oh,
y'all like y'all
Oh,
turkey
go, yeah,
cooked?
y'all go first. I'll wait. Oh,
Deep fried.
deep fried. Me
Deep
too.
fried?
I've
Deep
never
fried.
had that.
That's
Yo.
my favorite.
I've
Never
never
had
had
it.
it. I never had
Yo,
it.
Tony, you get somebody who knows how to fucking season. They deep fry that shit, Nick.
I seen
You just
people like
insert
set
that
their house
shit.
on fire
Yeah.
trying
You
to
just
deep
gotta know
fry
how to do it
turkey.
right.
but
so it don't
they-
bleed out.
yeah,
I
they
seen
don't
a couple
cook.
people like
No. I got a
like
fryer,
fire.
a turkey fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a deep fryer. It's a
Yeah.
butterball
But
turkey
you got the
deep
one
fryer.
that closed.
And they got to do
Yeah,
it
you got the
outside,
top
right?
on and it close. No,
Don't they
it
do
plug
it?
into the wall.
Yeah, he plug-
and
I
it
see people
close.
outside doing
It's
that
like
shit
a
in
regular
their
deep
backyard.
fryer.
Yo.
And that shit be like the
Nah,
grease and the
yeah,
shit.
nah,
Yeah, they be starting forest fires.
Because they be, I
and
think
shit,
they be
Nah,
jumping
I
them
do
in
like
cold
that.
and
Yeah,
frozen.
yeah.
And then the water
Nah,
melt and
nigga.
all that shit.
Yeah, they don't know how to cook.
You dry it off. You can't just drop the motherfucking hot ass.
They showed a
grease.
nigga do that before, and it was like it literally just became like a fucking inferno.
bomb,
Yeah,
ignited.
Like
Yo,
you
no,
drop a
I
fucking-
like it deep fried.
I had that propane
Deep
going
fried
back
is-
there, nigga. Please.
What about what you call what's that pie? Is it a pumpkin pie? No, pecan. What is it? Pumpkin pie.
Pecan.
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 Is it pecan or is it pecan?
It is depending on where you from.
pecan.
Yeah, right.
If you, because I never even heard of pecan pie till I was in Mississippi.
I don't even
But
smoke
me
and
being
I'm
in
getting
LA,
high.
I would be like, pecan? Is it pecan pie?
It's
They be like,
pecan.
you want some of this pecan pie? Come on,
No,
boy.
but then when I heard what's his name? remember Joe Jackson in the American Dream? When they,
The American Dream?
Yeah, when he was like,
That nigga said,
but I want pecan.
Michael Jackson is the best.
Remember he told her mom, I want pecan. Had her go to the store so he could go be on the phone and shit.
Black folks don't say that like that.
Shit, yeah.
They be saying pecans with a
Pecan.
B.
Yeah, it
Give me
is
some
like certain
pecan.
words.
He read it
like,
how it was written in the script.
Yeah, pecan.
That nigga ain't never pecan.
Give me some of that pecan pie.
So a sweet potato or pumpkin?
Sweet
Sweet
potato.
Sweet potato over pumpkin.
But then my mom, she used to make sweet potato mixed with pumpkin.
But people make both.
And that shit would be
Oh,
good.
that was a hybrid.
Yeah, she would do like
I never had
she
that.
would make like 2 sweet potato pies, maybe 3. You know, they make like 4 or 5 of them.
Right.
Give like one to your grandma,
Yeah.
one to somebody else, and we had like 2 at the house, and then she had mixed the rest
That
of
be
the
the pie
batter.
that's just sitting there,
Yeah.
nobody touched.
But
They
that
be
one
like,
people
what
won't
is
fuck it
that?
up because it tastes good though.
Yeah.
Because pumpkin ain't got
It
no
almost
taste.
tastes
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Pumpkin
same
just tastes
thing
bitter,
until
yeah.
you eat too much of
Yeah,
it, then it's like
just
overwhelmed
bitter.
like
It's
a bean
bitter.
pie.
It's like
Yeah,
some,
yeah,
oh,
It's
bean,
like,
I can't.
all right, this ain't all
I
right.
can't fucking do a piece of
Can't fuck
bean
with it, I'm
pie.
sorry.
No, my
Bean
brother,
pie.
no.
I tried.
Sorry, Farrakhan, I can't
I
do the
tried to
bean.
buy a bean
Can't
pie
do
from
it.
a Muslim
Nation of
on
Islam.
Crenshaw with a Final Call newspaper just to support the movement.
Final call.
Nigga, you know, like
Final
nigga,
call.
I was on Exposition in Crenshaw at the light.
Nigga said
came
just
up-
Right to the church,
support
right
the
to the
movement.
in church. My mom used her hair shop was right there next to the gas station, right across from the bank. I'm sitting at the light.
One United
and
Way?
seen them- no, what was it, that bank?
Yeah, One United Way,
Right
yeah.
with the Burger King and shit.
Yeah.
So like he come up and he give me, hey brother, I'm like, yeah, I'll take one. I get a pie. I'd always heard of it. I always heard of bean pie. Never had one.
Yeah, man.
Nigga, I must have got home and cut a big ass slice out, a little cup of milk.
Oh, you fucked up.
Nigga, I was like, nigga, I didn't even do the fork. Like, nigga, it was just like a pizza. Nigga, I was like, nigga, that shit came. I threw that whole shit in the trash, bro. Like, bean pie
You
is
gotta
disgusting.
cut small slices.
Man,
of
you
bean
can't
The
do
pie.
no
nation,
slices.
the nation's the
That's
season.
just
Come on,
horrible.
nation.
Yeah, like, y'all don't believe in cinnamon? nigga?
Yeah.
I start thinking about that
nutmeg,
scene from I'm Gonna Get You
beans.
Sucking. When my niggas start pulling out the bean everything.
Yeah, the bean
Nigga,
soda.
bean soda.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, it was a nigga like that used to have a shop when I was a kid. I remember a black dude like that, like Clarence Williams III in that movie on the corner of Crenshaw and Washington where the 7-Eleven is now. I don't know what his business was. And I remember me and my mom went in there and he was like dashiki'd out, the gloves, like had all the African Marcus Garvey shit, and then he had a
serious
straight
about that
white girl. But he had a straight white girl. The white girl came out. It was the same. I remember that as a kid. And I remember when I
his character and put it in there.
like, it had to be
Because we won't.
that shit was crazy.
We love them.
They was
We love them because they love us. We won't give them up, boy.
the
I never
golden,
did that like that.
the pure. Hey, look, she is pure as snow.
The pure.
She is pure as snow.
love it. We love that white.
That
devil.
shit, I remember seeing
I'd
that
be
as a
mentally
kid.
tormenting if I had a white girlfriend.
He said mentally
I'd be
tormented.
fucking with her head every time. She couldn't tell me shit. Take out the trash. You know, like girls.
Like I
be
did on
you
the
don't take it,
plantation?
bitch. Wait a
Like,
minute,
right,
I'm gonna
right,
say
Like
it.
I did on the
Don't
plantation.
talk to me like that. What the fuck you think this is?
I ain't taking nothing out
You take everything to the
until I
waste.
get my
Sit your
reparations.
ass down,
I'll take
bitch.
it out. I'll take the dishes out the dishwasher when you give me my 40 acres and a mule.
I'm fucking you now.
Be breaking TVs because I know her credit good and shit. I be doing some shit I ain't supposed to.
He
hilarious.
said, bro.
I get real niggers. I know. That's why I never tried it. I ain't saying I ain't never fucked them, but I ain't never tried to, have a relationship.
Yeah, he said I ain't
I
tried to
fucked
bid.
them, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I liked it.
But
I liked it.
that's not something you pursue on a long-term
Nah,
basis.
because I already
Yeah.
knew.
Like, let me give me a nice little white.
I already knew. When she harder, bitch, don't talk to me like that.
I know what your father thinks of me.
You know, any other time, okay. Pound the way.
I know I get called all kind of niggas in y'all house.
Hard. Hardy hard.
Yeah. Oh, look at this sellout right
Look
here.
at this. Look at
Oh,
this.
man.
Look. She saved. Look, her friend that she saved. Look.
If you could just put a microphone in their kitchen and hear her parents on,
Oh.
but he's a Negro,
Right.
Like, nigga,
You can't get one that
Negro.
plays
No,
in
they
the
don't
NBA.
say that. They be beating around the bush like,
He's
Right.
You
He's
see
colored.
him?
Right. You
He's
know.
colored.
Think about
like
your kids.
colored.
Their hair will be different. He'll dance different.
Man, you
What
really
else?
think somebody still? I would
There's people
die
like that.
laughing if I heard
There's
somebody
still
say
people
Wait,
like
color.
that. It's still people like that.
I'm like,
didn't Joe Biden
color.
said Negro? He was a good
What
Negro
the
last
fuck?
He
week.
said a
Was
bunch
you
of
born?
goofy shit.
Yo.
Colored.
Joe Biden said a whole bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, he said colored like no
What are you, a
Negro
bunch
last
of-
week.
What are you, a bunch of goddamn Uncle Toms? Like, walk out and
Well, they still
protest.
exist.
Lynch me for what your people have done to you.
Them motherfuckers.
Why does he always look like he's looking at what he's saying?
Because he is. He's,
Probably
he's
is.
reading a
Cue
teleprompter.
card.
Grind
No, he's
face.
reading a teleprompter. He be like,
Todd grind face.
he be like, yeah.
He's like seeing what he's saying. Like I'm like, what's wrong with this dude?
He be like,
he don't got none of his own.
And then he'll do like he does a quick look away. He reads
no
it.
creativity
He reads
in that
it,
brain.
and then he looks away like he just thought of it.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
goes like, because we have to unite.
Stupid.
And then, like he does it. I watch that nigga. He does it. He reads the shit. You could clearly see him
looking for
reading.
confirmation.
He's focusing, and then once he finishes those last lines in his head, he looks away like, because we have to be one.
I did that.
Like, nigga, you don't put
Wait,
your
he
bottom
waiting for
gum,
his- he
put
want
your
that-
bottom gums away, nigga. Like, that nigga, Jabata baguette head ass.
Get to
nigga.
changing the
What's that
world, ass nigga.
That nigga look like Rick, like an evil Ric Flair. Nigga, like,
Evil Ric Flair.
nigga, like he just missing the road. He just
Ric
missing
Flair.
He's just missing the road. That's
That's what he do when he done giving the speech. He walk back to the back and be like,
it. That shit hit your chick and flew over
No,
there.
you bought that nigga.
No, I seen it about to hit your little and you. That's why I was
How you
doing
get
that.
in here?
That shit came in. I think when she opened the door.
Dog shit it back there.
I didn't even smoke in my eye. Look at my eyes.
You
He
know,
didn't look at my eyes.
you
I
are
even
high
took-
now.
I am intoxicated.
look at me. I'm the captain now.
Remember Friday when Smoker was like running in the street in his drawers? That's what we
Out
mean.
that pigeon coop.
Yeah,
Not off the weed.
Right.
That was off of like that was some
He
angel
might
dust.
take it this time.
That nigga was on some angel dust. Like
Oh man.
Some
I tell you what, I'm here right now. I'll tell you that.
so in comedy, what's been like your hardest
Ooh.
like shit to get over, biggest triumphs, but what was the you said once you got comfortable.
Right.
So it's like I can see that maybe the anxiety, but other than like what were like some of the issues and like
Question, Tony.
from like shows, getting shows, booking shows, to going to booking your own shit
It's
to like what was that journey like?
Yo, Tony, great question. First of all, like the hardest thing, like I had to get through in comedy is like just believing you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we kind of grew. I don't know how. It seems like a lot of us, the way we grow up, we don't have somebody telling you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
get
positive
pat on
reinforcement.
the back all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you have to like with kids, you got to like. You have to have a balance, right? You'd be like, hey, you can do it, but hey, you got to get better or
Give 'em
whatever.
the confidence.
Right. But that's the thing. The biggest thing getting the confidence. Because one thing I've noticed is there's people that will make it just because they believe in themselves. Them dudes are not even funny.
Yeah, real shit.
They're not even.
They
confidence
just
Yeah,
had the
was up
confidence, the charisma,
Yeah.
the stage presence,
Right.
but the material ain't there.
Yeah.
But they
They
just,
sense of humor don't be there.
At
The
all.
material's actually good.
well, yeah, or just say,
It's
exactly.
just how they do it. It's like,
It's just
Or,
like,
or even I even say this that nigga will believe I'm gonna go to that club every day.
yeah, that too.
That belief, like I will always show up.
Become a fixture,
Right.
And then like you become better doing that too,
Right.
And a lot of people think it's because you can go and watch shit, and there is people that go. Like me, I went to watch just because I used to like shit, but you
Right.
watch and kind of learn.
Yeah.
Not that you stealing shit,
No,
but
no.
you're like, you learning how to like, you see how they use their shit, so you like, oh, so all right, like this is how you like
Right.
shit. Like it's learning how to use your tools and shit.
So-
Watching other people work.
No, right. No, and that's the thing. How to become a better comedian, you gotta watch it. Nigga, you want to try to become a hooper, nigga, you better watch Jordan. You better
Yeah.
watch Kobe. Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, you just
Right.
can't go out like I
get
think
your
I
ass
can
on the
play.
court.
I'm the
Right.
best player
Right,
ever. Like,
right. You gotta watch, but like that confidence. So like once I started to, and that comes with that 3-year period.
Yeah,
but,
that's where I'm honestly. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
and I'm 3 years in.
Oh.
So it's like.
But Tony, let me ask you, how old are you?
40. I just turned 40.
Okay, so like you're gonna hit it quicker. You know why? Because you have life experience.
And that's one thing why I started at like, but when I turned 37, but it wasn't like I was waiting. But all of the comics that I like grew up and I've always respected comedy and watched and did research on comics.
Yeah.
But all of the dudes that were either major, that became major, legendary, popping,
Right.
currently popping still,
Right.
legacies and all this shit, they all started 36 to 37
Mid-30s,
or
yeah.
35 and up. It was just, but the ones that like, it was all like 36, 37,
Right.
38, 38, 36, 30. I'm
Right.
like, damn, so by the time certain shit happened,
Right.
and I felt like that does give you have life experience as
Right.
material.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just, because there's a lot of, one thing I've seen, there's a lot of 22-year-olds,
Yeah.
a lot of 24-year-olds
What you
with,
fucking talking
with the
about?
turtlenecks and the chains.
Oh, yeah, the
And they be
hipsters.
like, they be like cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like they have the presence, like you said, but it's like a lot of the shit don't. It's not that they whack, or no, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it's just like it's more like they have the character, but not the dialogue
Yeah.
or the shit that's. And it's because they don't have that filler. They don't
Yeah.
have that life experience to add to all the jokes.
Because the reason why I say I was asking you that because like if you would have told me I've been doing it 10 years, I'd be like, yeah. Because that life experience, what happened when you get stepped into your manhood, womanhood, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I was talking to my cousin yesterday. He's a comic too. We were doing the same time, 12, 13 years, and I said, I'm at like 90% of not giving a fuck. Because when Dave Chappelle was like, Eddie Murphy's an outlier to be 22 and a beast.
Yeah.
That's like, nigga, you're LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're an outlier to be where you on at 17,
But
18.
that Saturday Night Live was
Yeah,
like
that, it was
live.
that. And then it was
So
the
they had to do
80s.
that shit.
Yeah.
The 80s was wild. So,
Right.
Niggas that young had to be like
Right.
grown beasts back then.
Right.
It's just like,
Seemed like
compared to like niggas now.
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
can be like
And
whatever.
they can say more.
And that
They
too.
can say faggot.
Right.
Without
No,
being-
that's real. That's
without
real.
being canceled and shit.
Right.
and-
Yeah.
Or fear of it. So it was
Right.
like a lot of like whatever.
Freedom.
But I feel you.
Yeah, so like that. So once like that last 3 years where I was like, all right, this is who you are, nigga. Talk about you. I like big asses. I like collecting tennis shoes, cheap jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Wait, that's a
African.
hell of a resume right there.
You know what I'm saying?
I like big asses, fucking collecting tennis shoes.
You collect tennis
Like,
shoes?
and that's a big jump.
Fake
You
jewelry.
know, like
Yeah.
from one to
It's
the
just
next
jewelry.
thing.
It ain't fake. It's real.
It's real. You know, I like the
Real
Lakers,
jewels.
Kobe. I like hooping. I like fucking some little sign stuff. Like, this is who I am. And then once I overcame that, it got much easier to get on stage because this is a lifelong journey. Like,
Yeah.
I know nobody likes him or whatever, but as a comedian, just strictly comedian, like Bill Cosby, I see that nigga in 2011. He did a show, I think it was in Santa Fe Springs at 2 p.m. because he's old. 2011, so this was before everything came out. That nigga sat down and ripped for 2 hours. It was incredible
Yeah.
to watch a master.
But he was always funny though.
Right,
He
but-
just didn't cuss.
Right, yo.
I watched this shit back in
Right.
the 80s.
So when I was thinking, I was just like, when starting to get into this rhythm, overcoming it and being consistent. That's the key thing. You got to be consistent with
Yeah.
it, right? And believe in yourself. I was just like, man, I'm gonna be doing this at 70. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this at 8. Like if I get to
Like
live to
Rodney
80,
Dangerfield.
'Cause there's no
and
expiration.
John
None.
Rickles and shit.
There's none.
none. I like the journey. I like watching comedians. I like you know, you said your joke last show. You were like red flags. That voice or whatever. I was just like, man, that voice. Like I like watching. Like your comedy's not gonna hinder me. Your comedy's not gonna hinder me. That's
real shit.
like it ain't no competition because
It makes it stronger, low key.
Yeah, so like when I'm watching a nigga up there that's a beast, I'm like, yo, he said red flags. I was like, damn, I wish I'd have thought of that, but I'm enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying?
A fan of it.
Right, I'm a fan of it. Like, what do you like? Bologna salami. I don't know the sixth name. I was like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Like so that last three, like I said earlier, 3 years, you start to overcome. And you know one thing I start to not even overcome, but what's been happening is when you believe in yourself, other niggas start to see it, they start to believe in you. I've got more shows in 9 months than I had 3 years combined before the pandemic.
That's real shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got 4 shows this week. I used to get 1 show every 2 months.
Same.
But when you're not out, you don't believe in yourself, you're not putting in the work. Like, look at the niggas we look up to. We love Tupac, we like Nipsey, we like Kobe, we like Jordan. These niggas are workaholics, nigga.
Gotta be consistent with this shit.
And consist. These like
right.
think about somebody like Pac. Pac from 91 to 96 put out all this content, but was in jail for 10 months. Nigga's a fucking monster, nigga.
Right.
We can't make excuses.
No,
Nigga, just get like, nigga, get to the when you're like Victorville. I said, all right, I'll just plan it out.
Yeah.
Nigga, let's work.
Yeah, we gonna figure this shit out. Here I come.
Because if I didn't come, I'm not on this podcast.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of shit came from it.
Right,
Networking
you
like a
network,
motherfucker.
you mean other oh, I didn't know about grind face. Now I'm a fan. I'm like, oh, nigga, I follow. I'm watching. I'm commenting. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, niggas out here doing it. I gotta do
Grind
it.
face.
Exactly.
And it's funny because when you're doing your own thing, it's amazing how much you don't hate on somebody.
Yeah. You
'Cause
proud of
you got
everybody.
you exactly. You
Right,
got
you're just like,
proud
oh,
of
You're more
everybody.
focused
I'm
on
like,
pushing
oh.
your own shit
Yeah.
instead of thinking
Exactly.
about how you
How
can.
you gonna hate on somebody
Right.
else's shit? Like,
You don't think that
I ain't
way.
got no purpose.
No.
no
It's like,
reason to hate on your
okay, that's
shit.
my nigga.
Right,
there.
no, he's
I
doing it.
respect what you doing.
That's like and put our shit. They just when people see, they be like, damn. People look at it like, damn,
Right, right.
they must be doing something when they see you next to somebody that they know is doing.
Right, it's doing something.
So
They're
they
like, oh,
like, damn. Even if they was doubting your shit
Right.
and they ain't doubting your shit, they'll be like, damn. Well, he be fucking with him. Damn, like he must be getting this shit going.
and you
Like,
realize it's a small circle.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee you,
Real
like if I was
shit.
going on Instagram right now, Cam, and I was like, oh, nigga, you know him? Oh, I know him too. Oh, he's out here working too. Like, I don't know, like
Small world.
small world, but
That's
I also,
real shit.
but I also think like with that confidence comes, you start to realize, especially like for us, like it'd be like, yo, like you gotta realize the game and realize how we all can benefit from this and how we can all help each other. I'm a manager of a comedy club right now. I'm very thankful to God that I got this opportunity. That's why Tony, I was giving you like dates and Stink. I'm gonna give you dates too. Just like I know Stink. I gotta pay this nigga Stink coming from fucking Victorville or whatever. But no, you start when you
Get my Gouda.
right. But when you look at stuff from the other side of the wall or whatever, you start to realize, I'm like, oh, okay, there's a bigger game being played.
Yeah.
Like when I'm telling you, man, when Nip and Jay-Z, they're talking about ownership. I know other groups of people in comedy, Tony, that are not as funny as us. But you know what their whole thing is? Well, I got our own shit.
Yeah.
Because how am I gonna get my 10,000 hours? I can't wait at the club for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my own.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start my own tour. I'm gonna start
And
my own
that's smart
show.
to do.
Man.
Right.
Brand yourself. You a business as well. You know what I mean? If you don't think of it like that, shit, I don't know how you gonna get ahead.
The only thing funny for us is the stage. Everything else is a fucking business.
Yeah.
I'm telling young black comics, I'm like, hey, look, when you come to the club, be professional. As long as somebody doesn't question your manhood, your womanhood, you just turn the other cheek, be like, God bless you. Because everybody next to you, like, Stink, I didn't know you were a booker. Tony, me and Tony did probably 2 shows before Tony had me on the show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know if you remember, Tony, you went up, you smashed, you had 1 chain on that day, because I always wear 2. And I was like, right.
He was like, he has 1 drip.
I got 2 drip. I was like, what was happening right now? Yeah, we went up at each other or whatever. But who would have thought? And I went up to Tony after. I was like, man, Tony, you hilarious. I'm following on Instagram. Who would have known? And I'm telling these young comics, your counterparts tomorrow are the niggas you're with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what people do. They look back at all those old pictures. Well, now it's video.
Right.
But when we look back in the 80s and the 70s,
right.
and you see George Carlin standing next to, like, fucking, Garrett Morris or some shit.
Like, all these niggas knew each other.
And they was all chilling.
Right.
They was smoking on the same joint.
Right.
They was, like, drinking. They was lit somewhere on Sunset.
Right.
And you see fucking Sam Kinison.
Right,
and,
all them.
Like, it was just...
All in the
that
group.
Shit was
they all
like,
chilled
yeah,
at
they
some
was putting
point
in work
time.
together. They was putting in work. And that's one thing I always say while I respect a lot of the comics that we all know.
Right.
It's like, because when I keep seeing people, even if I don't know you, I haven't met you yet, and I keep seeing you where I'm at, obviously that means like you working.
You doing something,
because I'm working.
Right.
I'm trying to work, and I keep seeing you in the same exact spots on different nights, and I don't know you. We ain't in contact. We don't follow each other, but obviously we both working.
Right.
And then that makes me respect people that I don't know, and then I'll introduce myself.
Right. But I've been seeing you around.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing is, because of social media, everybody's watching you.
Exactly.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I don't see it.
Yeah. Shit.
So we did a show, and I'm gonna put the comic on black because dope comic artist. But he went up to me and I was like, man, I always see your flyer. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He was like, oh no, I've been seeing you. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because we've never been on a show together until your last show, and we've never been in the same room. He's like, no, I've been watching you. That social media stuff is real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why it's like, just be consistent. Just because, oh man, I only got 100 likes. No. There's 300 people that saw that.
Nigga, get off that motherfucker thing.
Right. Because there's probably 300 people that saw it. Be like, man, I seen you in a bunch of shows. Like, you doing this and blah, blah, blah. You working. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, so to answer that question, that confidence, man.
Nichelle Murdoch told me that one time.
Oh, right. Crack him up, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I went there with another comic, and I had seen her, like, I maybe went there like twice. And then we were outside after, and I was like smoking out in the front, and like she walked up to me and asked me for a lighter. And I was like, oh, my name is, she was like, Tony, I know. And I was like,
I'm trying to tell you.
And I even told her straight up, I was like, low key, I'm kind of like fucking surprised you even know who I am.
Right.
And she hit her little cigarette and was like, oh yeah. She was like, I know, I be watching all of y'all. Like, that's literally what she said. And I was just like, oh, okay.
No,
yeah, she just kind of, I was like, shit.
No, it's real. And that's why it's like when you doing this and you chasing this, you guys with the podcast and the stand-up and stuff like that, people are watching you. It's not no, it's just when.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because when you pop, they're going to be like, oh yeah, innovative comedy? Oh yeah, you had that corny-ass African nigga? Yeah, and want to look like Kobe and Tupac? Yeah.
Kobe Pac.
I'm trying to get hoes.
Kopac.
Kopac.
Too cold.
Kopac.
I like Too Cold.
Hey, Kopac sound like a dope 1970s.
Sound like an action movie.
Yeah, like a nice Kopac.
Like a leather coat.
With Tony say
like
the
Beretta.
big puffy leather
This
coats
summer,
and shit.
Beretta meets Kopac. You remember Beretta?
To be Brian.
To be Brian.
To be Brian.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah. What about you? Tony, what about Stynk? What about you? Like, what was like? Because y'all in it. When did you start to like be like, okay, I'm in comedy now? Like this, I'm Tony Graham. I'm Big Stynk.
Shit, it took about like 3 to 4 weeks on that one. You know, nigga gotta get it. You gotta get worked up to it.
Right.
I'm like, let me see how this shit gonna be.
Right.
3 minutes, god damn.
Right.
Gotta talk that, 3 minutes seem like an hour and shit when you ain't got no material. You just trying to work some shit out.
That's a round in boxing. That's a lot.
Exactly. So think about talking in front of some motherfuckers that ain't all black. You know what I mean? You sitting there like, what do I say?
Right.
I don't even know how to format this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I watch comedy. I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm funny, but
Right. How does it translate? Yeah.
So about the month in, I was like, yeah, I think I like this. I liked it from the first day.
Right.
Even though I didn't do well, I was like, that was a cool little feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to do it again. So that first night I did like 3 or 4 fucking mics.
Oh, okay.
Like a
wow.
motherfucker. Me and my cousin, we just kept hitting him. He kept just taking me. I'm like, nigga, damn.
Just throwing you in different rings.
Wow,
come
that's
on,
crazy.
my nigga.
That's crazy because like the first night I just did 1. I was like, oh man, like I did 1. You went to 3 or 4. That's kind of dope.
Yeah. And we did that shit for about the rest of the month. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying I got into it quick. Like, okay, fuck it. You know what I mean? I started hosting.
Right.
Like my 3rd week doing it, I started hosting at Sal's Comedy Ho.
Oh, for real? Oh, Round Melrose. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I started fucking around right there. We had a little trifecta thing right there, the Toasted and Roasted and Dunkies.
Yeah.
You used to fuck around over there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So right about then is when I was hosting at Sal's.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
See, everybody got a story, man. What about you, Tony?
Shit.
I know you said 36.
It took like I started, but once I got like feeling like fuck it, and it was
I'm in it.
It was like it was a few like because it's like I didn't start at a mic. I didn't do an open mic for like the first couple. I started I got put on book shows.
That's hilarious.
So I was like nervous as fuck. So I was like, I knew I had to like do some shit, but I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I just started talking about. I was like, I was an Uber driver. Yeah. I was talking about security jobs, like being a security nigga, when it's like opposed to a security guard. That was like my most popping joke: security guard versus security nigga, and that was like the shit.
Tony, let me tell you something. Any nigga over 6'4" that doesn't go league or D1 is destined to be a security guard.
Always.
Niggas are guaranteed.
Destined.
That's
personal security.
Personal security guard.
Personal security.
Niggas always talking about,
guard,
nigga, 96.
Bouncer,
nigga.
doorman.
I tore my MCL.
Security. Yeah, my knee went out.
Yeah, knee went out. Nigga, I would have gone, was I playing AAU with Kobe,
But after that, it was pretty easy. Like, I think... So, I mean, from that, like, kind of doing book shows, and then starting to do open mics once I realized about the Comedy Bureau and all that shit, and was like, I didn't have to go to the Ha to do a mic once, like, on Tuesday. I literally had no idea about, like, Sunset and Melt. I had no fucking idea. I was literally going up to Ha like, on a Tuesday, thinking, I didn't even know they did mics every night. I was thinking it was just like
over the fucking place.
Exactly. No, I mean even at the Ha, they would do them every night. I was thinking they was only doing them on Tuesday. So one of the comments was like, "Hey, how long you been doing this?" Like I was like 3 months. He was like, "Yeah, you pretty good. Like you don't hit no mics." So I was like, "Just this one." And he told me about the Bureau, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like everywhere. And I was on the bus, like I was like everywhere. And then once I got a car, honestly, that was like, all right, I'm everywhere and anywhere. And then it just kind of felt, once I did, kind of was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go up and do my shit. Yeah. Sometimes it's different shit to charge you up. For me, it's like sometimes I'll be like, nigga, you getting paid for this. Like, you know what I mean? This is like money.
Eventually you will.
Like, but I mean, so when you are getting paid for certain shows, you like, I'm gonna come with it, period, if I'm not or whatever. Right. But sometimes it's like, if you feeling like, all right, I gotta, so it just, I don't know, it kicked in a good like 6 months.
That's good.
Like, once I started like hosting, probably same shit. Once I started hosting, in Inglewood at that open mic spot shit, I was going.
Shots in that spot.
Yeah, I was going there, and then because I started going there more and more, and then I kind of liked it there more than Hollywood.
Right, of course.
And then it was just like, it was cool. That's where I met a lot of the people I know now.
Right.
And then just from there, I started hosting, and then from there, just going back to like the Ha and Comedy Store, trying to go up, or just all the other little mics, and then just getting booked on shows, and then it was like the lockdown. Yeah, but that's what happened. Like right when it started actually getting in, it was like the lockdown. Then it was like underground shows. Once everybody was like, all right, everybody alive that we still know, ain't nobody dropping dead.
Underground shows was popping.
And that's where really last year where I kind of went hard. Like, people kind of was like, oh, nigga, you funny. And then once shit opened, they were like,
oh, we already know you. Get you on shows.
So it was pretty cool.
So what about like y'all like writing process? Like how do you create a joke? Like for me, like like, because I like rappers, right? And like Pac would be like, I write everything down. So if something funny, it don't matter. Like if I'm asleep and something's funny, hopefully I have the courage enough to get up and be like, just write that idea down.
Snap about the shit.
Right, snap about it. So it don't matter. I try to write everything down, and it's like if I say something funny. So for example, that's weird. So like,
like, what the fuck is it hanging?
Right.
This motherfucker just dangling.
But like,
it was just like.
So the security guard thing, like I'm the shortest person in my family. So all my cousins, these niggas are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", or whatever. So I was like, hey man, all you niggas are security guards. You guys can go league. So it's like I'll write that down, but then when I go on stage, I'll be like, remember that moment. Don't write it word for word yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like how do you guys like create and write?
My aims more is like I think of a topic. Like my formula is like, okay, get the topic. A topic, especially when you know about it. Like you said, it was with your family, so you know that energy of how comfortable you are saying it to them. So you're gonna use that same energy to say it to the crowd. So I'll take a topic, and then I'll take a topic, do crowd work with like I'll write tags and like I'll write the funny lines that come in my head randomly because I'll just write a topic, something will pop in my head, and I'll just write it down. Right. And I'm not gonna sit there and just like, all right. I never like force. Even when I did music, I never forced myself to write. I would just let it like kind of like bars would kind of come like so from that.
Now I get your writing.
So
I hear the music. What do you do? Okay,
it's like you just be on stage. And so when you're on stage, it's like all right, like you fill in the room. So it's like crowd work. The topic, stay on the topic you bring it up. Then the references you know from that topic in your real life, but of course make it funny and add funny to it. Make up shit if you got to go with it. But that's kind of like it's just a storytelling, but like being not too silly, but silly enough to where it's like that shit's just funny, and so it's not really a writing. I've never really written. I've written jokes, but I never use them. Like I'll just go to them and like just go off.
Right, how you
like
feel.
Off that whole topic pretty much and just kind of kill it off of
and you record it, right? So you can always that's
most of them I always forget, like you always forget to record your best ones. So.
Yeah, that's
you
hilarious.
Be like, fuck, and you can't remember nothing. You be like, how'd I even come back with that call back?
Like,
Like, oh my God, like nigga, I had to call this call back, and then you be like, I don't even know how I set that shit up. But I just remember I just remember the reaction, because the reaction you get, you be like, you say it and you see the whole crowd like, oh, and you be like, and you just still playing the joke, and then you gotta move into the next shit to keep the energy, to keep it going. And then it's like, so by the end of your set, you know you killed it, but you like, fuck, like what did I even say on that part? Like I've had shows like that where I'm literally 10 minutes off stage and I'm really like trying to remember a part because I'm like just the reaction. But it's like it's good right now, so
but that's art though. You can never duplicate the same show. People don't understand.
That's real shit.
You know, what about
that's
you,
real
Stynk?
shit.
How do you like write? Like how do you create your like?
Pretty much the same way. I have these topics out of my life. You know what I mean? Like those shit. Because I ain't finna try to. This ain't no script. So I can say this shit multiple ways.
That's fact.
So that's why I write like a topic of it so I can remember where I was going with it.
Right.
So it'll probably be some shit like, oh, she had on pink and white Crocs. But it's really something way different that I remember about the story to the Crocs. That's going to be funny. So that's how I write my shit down. Like, bam, motherfucker look at my shit. Nigga, what the fuck is this?
Right, but I know where I'm going.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember before I used to like try to write everything down. Then you become like a mechanic on stage. You like a...
And you corny.
Right. You know, you're not in the moment. You know what I mean?
Bombed over there at Lexington.
Oh, LA, yeah.
So, not the big part when they had the little bar thing at downtown LA.
Yeah.
And I tried to remember some shit I wrote down. This is when I had barely started. Man, I sounded like a second grader trying to read a note from his mom. I was like that. I was shaking like, and then the man said, and then
they don't want that.
I said, if I don't get off the stage,
get off the stage,
man. Give me the lights.
How did you feel after that?
Stupid.
He's so stupid.
Like you was like, I didn't want to do this no more. How did you feel
It was like, it's something I'm not doing right.
And
it took somebody else to tell me, man, like, you gotta just be yourself. Like, you funny over here, but when you get on there, I don't know what that shit is you try to do. And I was like, just be, what?
Yeah.
It was like, just do it. Oh, okay. So then I could convey my stories over better.
Right.
Because my shit, I call my shit a funny conversation. Because my shit is about my life. It's real shit, mostly. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't
That's
try
the
to
truth.
make...
The truth is always a funny
I don't try
thing.
to really make a whole bunch of little
it's the
shit up. I
easiest
might
shit to
add
remember,
some
too.
shit in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And spice it up a little. You know what I'm talking about. It's real shit, but I might
animate it.
twist it.
Oh yeah.
And
You add the animation to it.
Yeah. No, I twist the words. It might be something else that did happen, but I know if it had happened this way.
Embellish a little bit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's a real shit.
Like every time I do my uncle accent, one comic asked me, "So that's all your uncle's wild?" I was like, okay, that's 70% my uncle. 10% is my mom, and the rest, 30% is me. I'm embellishing
putting it
shit.
on it, yeah,
exactly.
I'm just
You get deep into it.
because we get to be creative. You know what I'm saying? I can create this character or whatever. I already know his essence, so let me just add some like little stuff to toppings to it and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Even when I'm talking about my experiences, like I got some shit where I talk about I was in jail or different little shit growing up. You know what I mean? It's still I'm gonna make it comical, even though it might to the next person you tell you like. Wow, damn, you went through that, but I know how to twist it and bring the funny out of it.
That's what I was telling jokes like one of my first jokes was about like how I took care of my grandma. So I'd be like, yeah, you know, like I take care of my grandma, this, that. And then I'm like, you know, she's blind, you know, deaf, blind. And I kind of be like, oh, and I'd be like, I was like, she says she's blind. Like, but it was just the way I'd say it. And then I'd do the look like and I'm like, she's in a wheelchair. And then my wheelchair joke would be like, it was weird because a lot of people would like it, but it would get a weird reaction sometimes. And I was like, she's in a wheelchair. I'm like, I'm thinking of buying her an electric wheelchair, like the ones with the control.
Oh, strong.
And then they'd be like, if people would know, but then I'd go, but then I said, like, well, she doesn't control it, I do. And then and I was like, I'm just gonna make her do a few donuts and like
put some 20s on her.
She started talking about the Jehovah's Witness stuff, and I'm gonna just roll her back to her room.
That's
like,
so funny.
So some people be rolling, but that was like those were like my first like jokes because it was the truth about. But like you said, it's my grandma is blind. She is in a wheelchair, but of course I'm adding a remote control wheelchair.
Where my wheelchair at? Nigga outside.
Like the old lady from Dub C. You remember Dub C album? Sound like that old lady like that.
Oh,
Tony, slow this motherfucker down, you bitch nigga.
Rich rolling, never so.
Make me do one more spin around in this bitch, and I swear to God, you getting shot.
But that's it. That's the truth of like. It's like the truth is all because I've seen comics that that aren't funny. In my opinion, they're not funny. And they think they're like comedy gods and gurus and shit. But the funniest shit I've seen them do when I got an actual genuine laugh from them, it was the truth about them. They were telling, and it was like fluently coming out of them because it's the fucking truth.
The truth.
And it's like you don't have to rehearse it. You
know
it. It happened to you.
A joke.
Yeah. Exactly. So then we're laughing at just like the Kevin Hart laugh at my pain.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the truth. It's like you know what happened to you. So when you telling these stories,
You still gotta format it.
yeah, of course.
You can't be out
But
there telling some
easy.
long ass
That's
story.
like it's
You
like
can be like, all right, win a joke, nigga.
But it's like taking a test. You know the answers to, or you wrote the test. That's what writing jokes. That's what writing jokes of like
nigga,
a personal experience.
That's
like,
a bar.
Like,
you still gotta read them,
but exactly. You still, but you know, I wrote this shit or I made this test. I just gotta know the order of like what I'm answering this shit
That's a
in.
bar.
So it's easier, but it's still work. It's still work, but it's just easier work.
But that's the thing. That's what makes you memorable. Like I can go to different spots and comics that I don't know because they know. Oh, he's the one who talks about his uncle.
Yeah,
his uncle's
exactly.
wild. So you with the wheelchair, like I would probably been in the circle and be like, oh yeah, your grandma.
You
Whatever.
remember that
Some
certain
dude did that
thing
to me
about-
at Crack 'em Up about the security nigga shit.
Yeah.
I did a show.
This is the wrong-
I did a show on Wilshire, and the next night, what was that? Crack 'em Up. I'm sitting in the audience just to watch the show,
Right.
and a dude sitting in front of me. Matter of fact, a homie, a prodigy. Like he's like a friend of a comedian, but that's why I met him that night because he like turned around and he was like, "Hey, wasn't you like on Wilshire last night? You was talking about the security nigga shit." He was like, "That shit was funny." I was like, "Oh, I'm sitting here at Crack 'em Up waiting for a show, and somebody like telling me like
your joke."
That shit was like that shit feel good. Shit like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Because think about it, how many comics, and you know this, y'all know this, how many Trump jokes we hear? That don't make you stand
I
out.
stopped even doing. I did my. He looked like a half melted stick of butter, like somebody left in the microwave for like 46 seconds. Like I had a couple like I'd have to think about this. I would do my hand and look through the hair and like fly. I was like, do he just wake up and just
I
whip
ain't
it
never
back
fucked
on?
with
I did them for like a couple months, and that shit was lame.
Yeah.
I felt like when you feel, even though they're getting good reactions, when you even feel this shit kind of like hacky, it's hacky. Like,
it was already too many people doing it.
Yeah.
Got the memes and shit.
Yeah, like I'm good. This shit, it just got, it was played. Like,
I never fucked.
Because then you get the comics that go up to like root for Trump almost to try to like be controversial and Trump, because
I'm not even here for that. I'm just trying to tell jokes.
And then so it would be like, nigga, I got better material than this bullshit.
Or say they not for him, but all they shit is, I believe what he say though.
Exactly. Right. But I don't think we should lock kids in cages.
Right.
Like, they'll say some shit like
Some
Tony
dumb
Graham,
shit.
locked in cages.
All right,
Dateline NBC.
we coming up to our time.
We done?
So,
Yes, sir.
before we do our outros,
Yes, sir.
and we do our drops and everything, we gonna play an ad from our sponsor.
Oh, holla.
I forgot to ask
We
about
got
the
ads?
Atheon shit.
For sponsors?
About the Karen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we popping, nigga.
I didn't know. Like,
I'm gonna start getting some sponsors, some weed sponsors. Nigga.
Oh, you guys definitely should, because let me tell you, my eyes are bleeding.
They
Nigga,
hot
like,
over there.
I'm in a submarine.
Yeah,
man.
right. I was like,
Oh shit, they got a song. Milk It Media. Now available online. Milk It Media.
What's the sister?
Join the mailing list, shop and save.
What's she doing? Taking pictures?
yo, Tony's voice is so funny, yo. Milk It Media.
Milk It Media.
All right.
That was dope.
So,
I was over here shoulder working and shit too.
let's go. Tell everybody once again
Yes, sir.
where they can find you, what you got coming up, anything you want to promote right now. This would be the time to do it.
First of all, big
Let
Stynk,
loose.
Tony, Milk and Media, thank you for having me. Like I said, something like, not to be soft, because we West Coast.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart, whatever y'all need, whatever, any way I can support, I don't bang. Y'all
That
let
nigga from over there on Avalon. Quit playing.
no, I don't bang.
I wasn't gonna put it out there.
No, I don't bang. No, what you call it? I just got big Stynk.
Lions.
Whatever I can do to support, y'all can always ask. So if I have to repost, tag, whatever, I support with everything you guys do. You can find me
Likewise.
on Instagram, Bileko Wissa Jr. I have a streaming service. I have an app. So one thing I've been doing is I've noticed that there's a lot of black content creators. If we're not like the top 1%, we get on YouTube. And we just die on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. So I have a streaming service called Kitoko TV Network, Kitoko TV Network. I'm trying to create like black PBS or whatever,
That's
right?
dope.
Because one of the things I noticed is like I love cooking shows, like on PBS, Italian cook. I can't cook for shit, but I just love like the Italian when they're cooking, the fettuccine and shit. I was like, man, how come Patti LaBelle hasn't taught us to cook in 40 years? On BT, like you girls know how to cook, what you call it. I mean, not girls, but people don't know how to cook or whatever. Be PC, don't want to get canceled yet or whatever. So I started the streaming
Get in that
service.
kitchen.
Right. You're going to learn how to cook. No,
Now.
You will make my fufu right.
Make my fufu
You will make my
and
food
they go
tonight.
meats. Is this a fufu?
I want my fufu made right.
And so I have that. It's on iOS and Android. We've been up for like 6 months. So like we've got about like 400 downloads or whatever. So we're doing okay or whatever. And it's all across the diaspora. So you can be from Compton, you can be from Inglewood, you can be from New York, and from Atlanta. We got a show from a black girl talking about the black side of Costa Rica. I got a Congolese show. I got a Nigerian show. So it don't matter. It's about the diaspora, because I think what happened during the pandemic, we noticed we're all fucking connected. It don't matter where you from. Everybody's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I had that in shows. Man, I'm thankful to God. I got a bunch of shows. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can check out where I'm performing or whatever. But I'm always performing with big stage. I'm talking too much. My fault. You said you got a minute.
No, I'm laughing at something else.
These niggas just said everything Cam doing over this motherfucker. Yo, motherfuckers, okay. That's some cool networking.
We're trying, brother. We're trying. And we're always looking for content creators. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought he only did comedy. I didn't know he came step on your toes like that.
No. Sorry. No, because
I'm fucking with you.
No, brother. No, brothers is doing it. I'm telling you.
No. Each one teach one.
Yeah,
we can all work together. There's
everybody's
enough
doing
out there
stuff.
for all of us. Right? But that was a cold shout out though, huh? You wasn't expecting that. Nigga said, yeah. We got all kind of platforms you can get on.
That's right.
Crack it.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Shit, it's Tony Grams. Follow the new page, Tony Grams Comedy. I still got my other one. They're going to take me off restriction soon. I'm busting their ass. I already sent Zuckerfucker horrible.
The Meta?
I already sent him that? I sent him a request.
You call him that?
I call him
Not Meta.
cocksucker.
Who is that?
Like, that's like Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, you did it like
Cocksuckerberg.
Shout out to Banks in the chat.
Oh my!
So, but I'll have my page back. I just been
Banks
talking too much
in the
shit
chat.
and on grind face comments, and I wasn't even arguing with nobody. I was like a regular comment. That's
You
the weird
cussing
shit.
out the owner.
I just said
Ain't
Custerson
that a
White.
bitch?
Custerson White was a buster from running out of interviews,
That's his homie though.
and he ran out the interview, and it was
Type
like
of shit you got yourself into.
Zuckerberg was like,
You
"Don't you
done up
talk
and
about
done it now,
Charleston
nigga."
like that."
Yeah,
But we
you
got
done
some.
did it this time.
The show's coming up. Sunset Rooftop every Monday, 9 p.m.
Oh, is that your show on Monday?
Well, that's Stacy and it's Dante Dupree's show, but I co-host, open up the shows.
Oh, I'm gonna try to come on a Monday.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like it's always cracking. Sometimes they'll throw you up, but my boy Dante, Stacy, D, like everybody be up there. France, Andre B.
Oh, France.
Andre
Okay.
Bailey.
I'll come in 2 weeks. I'll come in 2
yeah.
Mondays. I'm putting it in right now.
So we got that, and then we got the homies. What we
In 2
doing?
Mondays.
And then actually, I'm doing another show at the J Spot on the 27th of this month, November 27th. The J Spot. I'm hosting. Stink's gonna be on it. SIBO. A couple other comics. It's,
Wait, what date is the J Spot?
That's the 27th.
Saturday.
It's the 27th.
Saturday.
After Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's gonna be like it's a dope show. J Spot. My first time there, but I'm hosting. So I'm gonna go ham up in there. We all gonna be in there. That's the Dante Dupree show. The same dude that does.
Okay.
It ain't
Sunset
your first
Rooftop.
time hosting.
No, that's my first time at the J Spot.
What time?
Oh, yeah.
What time is the J Spot?
I gotta look at the flyers. I'm gonna put up all on my new
okay.
page.
You're gonna
'Cause
host
but it's on my page. So
Okay.
most likely
gonna,
like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Or
I'm
something.
putting it in. I'm putting it in the
It's
schedule.
going to be cracking.
We're going to whip it.
So yeah, that's all we got. And then anything in between, I might usually just pop up somewhere and
Right.
see if they throw me up. And
Tony's
see what's
out there,
good.
man. I'm watching the gram. Tony's out there, man.
I'll be trying.
Ever since that breakup, that nigga got some spunk about
Hey, that shit was like a curse.
himself.
Hey,
At first
Stink
he was
ain't never
like,
gonna let that go.
I mean, but that's real
Stink
shit.
gonna hold
though.
that against you
That shit,
forever.
hey, real
that whole
shit.
breakup,
Hey,
he
I
never
don't
gonna
know.
let you forget
Hey,
that.
real shit, I don't
that
know if
happened.
that shit was like a curse or something.
He be
'cause
telling me
nigga,
about it.
nigga, my car start working back to normal. Like
Hilarious.
like real shit. I just switched
Damn.
my battery and put some fluids, and my shit's running like better than when I bought it. Oh God, like now I'm getting
He said,
paid
"Oh,
shows.
God."
I'm getting paid back to back paid
So
shows.
she was just
booked.
bad
I was triple booked on the 29th.
Damn.
Of October. I didn't even know. Like
I'm sorry.
I was like, damn. And the girl was like, nigga, I sent you the flyers in your email. And I was like, Nicole, like I had her show, Haiti had me on the show, and the homegirl was doing the show in Lancaster, and I didn't realize all this shit. It was just like that
Tony.
1 week of downtime after the breakup, and it was like, nigga, get your shit together or just
Hit
fall the
these
fuck
money.
off.
Tony.
And I just kicked it into gear.
Tony,
Like,
that's a sign, man. I'm telling you. No, for real, because niggas
God
go,
is talking to you, brother.
God will give us signs and we don't be paying attention.
yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
why I just took it as a blessing. Like they know like heartbreak and
Yeah.
that shit is real. That's why when people, it's like I felt like maybe being in that shit was a curse.
All right,
It's
look,
like,
we lost track of what was happening.
It
Stink.
was a
it
curse.
was a gift and a curse.
He was
double,
Right.
double disc.
I hate you.
Just-
Hey,
he thought he
y'all
was
leave
married
Tony
to
alone, man. That
He
nigga
had
was
the
going through it, man.
sorcerer.
Man,
The sorcerer.
she was talking about she didn't like bitches' eyes because they looked like they did voodoo.
Oh,
and shit.
man.
She told me like, nigga,
See?
you probably do it. That's why.
Yeah, it takes one to know one,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Ain't that
The
a
devil
bitch,
knows
birds
it.
of
Yeah, the devil knows
Hey,
himself.
The devil
be
knows his
flocking
own.
together. That's fucked up.
It's real shit.
Tony married the sorcerer. Don't
Like
say-
Conan, like when Conan the Barbarian, they had to get the
This
strongest nigga.
nigga said Conan.
Hey, Tony been making so many 80s references. He loves
I'm
it.
an old
Tony
nigga. I'm an
loves
old nigga.
it.
I'm an old
That
nigga.
nigga
Okay.
right there. Oh,
So just so y'all know,
Yes, sir.
if you let me see.
what nigga?
I'm trying to show y'all something, but it's not opening.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Boom. There we go.
So what did you think about that Afion shit?
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh shit! This is
So,
He's still marketing.
if you shop
Who?
with milkymediamarketing.com
milk it me.
Milk.
and you use our code for innovative culture,
We have a code.
innovative
Innovative 72.
$72.
Free shipping on all orders over $100 on any
shipping.
merchandise or any services that you anything on the website.
$100. Milk and meat.
$100.
So I would say that's something to definitely tap into. You know, if y'all
Innovative 72.
Milk and
Promo
meat.
code.
interested in different types of marketing and it's different packages available.
Milk and meat.
So,
New shit. Innovative culture. Milk and media.
I'll check it out.
but
I'll check it out.
so guys,
Yes,
it's
sir.
been great.
No,
This
thank
has
you.
been a very great show.
No, thank you.
We appreciate you for coming, bro.
No, I love y'all. I love everything you do. We have to support
We have to support.
Support.
We have to support our people.
our people.
So I'm Coolazzcam. Make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. We got plenty of content up there for you. You make sure you subscribe to that and message us on there if you have any questions, concerns about anything that you've seen on any of our shows. You know, I know people be asking questions about Rodney and shit. So
That nigga,
if you need any clarification on what's going on,
That nigga Melvin Van Peebles.
Rodney is
Melvin
like a motherfucker.
Hey, Rodney is Melvin Van Peebles. I'm gonna just start fucking
Hell
with
no.
That nigga look just like that nigga.
Yeah.
Like Melvin Van Peebles. That's Rodney.
Oh, you know who I was thinking about? The nigga from Baby Boy.
Yeah, nah.
Melvin.
Yeah,
No.
when he said
When he had the Hoover on his back.
Yeah, the 107.
Remember African humps? I was so proud.
Yeah. You tried that shit up.
All right,
you know
y'all.
it.
That's
we
why I'm
out
not
of here.
I tried, but she's a little big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little big.
It
was
be
too
like
much.
that.
we out.
The big homie Stynk.
No shit.
We out, bitch.
Yeah.
Innovative.